Hey, what's up everybody? Wicked here, and in today's video I want to talk about my first impressions of Fire Emblem Engage. I want to start off by saying this is my second ever Fire Emblem game, so I don't know too much about the series. All I know is what I played in Three Houses, so my opinions and my thoughts might be a little bit different than everyone else that's played all the other games, but let's just jump right into it, guys. So the story so far has been pretty entertaining. You're this divine dragon that wakes up from 1,000 year sleep, and you're tasked with going through the world collecting these 12 emblem rings that turn out to be the protagonists from older games in the series. And then you're tasked to defeat the Fell Dragon once again. Yes, it's super generic. We've seen it so many times before. But it's still a welcome change in my opinion, because in Three Houses we got political war, political intrigue, and if you know me, I don't care for that at all. Once that's in my games, I kind of check out. I don't care for it. But with this more generic fantasy story, I'm here for it. I want to see how it plans out and how it turns out at the end, and I'm really excited to see that. Now, the characters, on the other hand, are pretty generic and boring so far. Like I said, I'm only about 8 hours in the game, so I don't really know too many characters, but for what I got from the characters so far, they're nothing special, they're not great. They're really a step down from the characters in Three Houses, honestly. See, the problem is, they join your team at different times, and then you have to try to connect with them throughout the story. But in Three Houses, you get all your characters at once, and you have all the time in the world to get to know them and stuff. And it's a lot better fleshed out, in my opinion, in that game than in this game, where you get a few characters, you do a mission or two, you get new characters and new characters. So you have less time with other characters than others, and I just don't really care for that. And so far, like I said, they're just very generic and boring. Hopefully that changes throughout the game. As of right now, they're nothing special. And we all know Fire Emblem has great gameplay all the time, and this game is no exception. The gameplay is super fun. I really like the tactical gameplay. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of strategy games, I'm really liking the tactical gameplay in Fire Emblem, because while it can be challenging, it really makes you think of what you want to do in every single map. Like, the map you play previously will play completely different from the map you're playing now. So the strategy you gotta use is always different, and I love that. That being said though, I kinda don't like how you get new characters that join you, but their class is already predetermined. I loved in Three Houses, I could craft and create my characters the way I wanted to. Whatever class I wanted them to be in, they can be in. And in this game, I'm getting characters and classes that I would not expect to get so early on in the game. And it's kind of throwing me off in a way, because I'm not used to having these super advanced classes so early. So what am I supposed to do with them? But that's just a minor gripe on my part. Mostly everyone else playing the game will enjoy that. I, for one, don't really care for it, but it's neither here or there. One thing I cannot stand in this game, though, and I'm going to get a lot of flack for it, but I don't care. I don't like the weapon triangle. Yes, it's been in mostly every single Fire Emblem game besides Three Houses, but I've only played Three Houses, and I did not care to have that missing in that game. I don't really like it. I like using whatever weapons I want with any single character and having a fun time. And in this game, it feels like I have to use certain weapons with certain classes just to get the advantage, and I'm not here for it, guys. I'm really not. Let me use whatever weapon I want and have an equal time fighting the enemies, then trying to plan out the weapons, plan out the movement and stuff. I just feel like planning out my movement, planning out my attacks is more than enough without adding a weapon triangle in the games. But that's just my personal opinion. Like I said, mostly everyone else will enjoy that. For me, it's not for me at all. I just don't care for it. So, we have pretty solid gameplay with this game. So far, it's pretty good. I like the emblem rings. I like what they're doing with that. Adding a little wrinkle into the gameplay is really nice. I don't like the weapon triangle. The characters are kind of boring, kind of generic. The story's pretty alright so far. Overall, my 8 hours of Fire Emblem Engage has been really, really positive. And I can't wait to jump in this game more. And hopefully it continues to be just as great as it has been. And hopefully it gets even better. But with that being said, guys, that's my first impressions with this game. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. And if you want more great JRPG content on the way, make sure you subscribe. I got a lot of good videos coming out soon. Again, thank you all for watching. And remember, guys, stay wicked.